Uh, so yeah, I started figuring things out a little bit. As far as like what everybody was like so turned up about like school for, I mean, I never really figured it out. But again, like that's the only answer that people have for me. So I was like, all right, I guess this is the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like when all else fail, just say school, and then that's it. So uh, it was like I seen somebody was like they was on some other type of situation, and I was like, dang, the only answer I ever got was school. So this the same answer I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? You know, damn, I feel like this ain't even. It still ain't it though. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't the answer, but this is the only answer I've been hearing. So like this pretty much the only answer I got. So that was the answer, man. I don't know why I talked about depression, RE school. Got you, got you, got you, got you, got you, got you. All right, so the basically, so the little things that I was accomplishing, uh, those are the things that I flocked to. Um, one of those things was a lot of things musically, are the arts period, whether it's photography, all of the arts. Uh, so I was like really trying to get into that space. So school was done with. I left. I knew it was no returning. I even tried to return, like wait a little bit after again to see a little something, see what something was. Uh, it was a no. But the arts, I was in them. My cousin started doing YouTube. I was like, yeah, I'll slide through. Yeah, come do a skit with me real quick. So I got into that space, and I was liking it for a minute, but then it got like, I didn't like the product. I was like, even with the music, like, so a lot of times I'll stop doing music or I'll stop doing something. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not seeing the impact here. I'm not seeing like, so there's a message that I have, and I feel like I want to always be delivering said message. So when I look outwardly at what I've produced or what I've created, what I've done, that message is not there. I be like, damn, bro, like this ain't it. Like I still ain't been able to, you feel me, get out what I'm trying to get out. So I end up stop doing like the skits. Like I fell back on it. And I just be so proud of like, cause I be seeing like I see the progression and like the videos, everything. And damn, bro, I'm loving it. Sometimes I be like getting close to like going back to it, but it'd be like I don't know. It's just it's something. It's something. It's a disconnect. Uh, the message is just not. It's not there. Like I don't know how to explain it, but music that happened with music too. I was turned up on. I was definitely gonna die. I was definitely gonna die out here. Um, and if I'm honest, I wouldn't have cared either. I think other stuff like kind of forced me to care. Like, oh dang, like how my mama gonna respond? Uh, who gonna be there for my brothers then? Um, you feel me? Like uh, I always think about death from for me when I'm thinking about death of me. So I think about how death affected me, and it's like, damn, I was just like completely crippled. Um, I be feeling like sometimes I'm a little bit more. I be thinking a little bit more than a lot of people I know. So sometimes thinking may have helped me navigate through that. It may have just got me over the hump, right? But I'm like, okay, my death is gonna be that same thing for somebody else, and I'm like, what if they ain't? What if they don't got the thoughts that get them over that hump? You feel me? And like that's gonna be like that's gonna be that. Like I'm let's say like right now I feel like I'm trying to reverse all the negative impact I've had so far with a positive one. It's like my death for some people could just be me contributing also to more of a negative impact. You know what I'm saying? Like some they might not ever be able to recover from that. You know what I'm talking about? So I was like, man, all right. So I'm trying to develop this message. I'm trying to get a better message out here, and that was a process as well. I always be saying like I understand why a lot of people rap how they rap. It's so much more difficult to rap about good things, kind things, nice things, easy things, than it is to rap about that other stuff. That other stuff, it come like this. So it's so easy. Like I'd be like, dang. Um, so I pretty much like I had to shake that. I'm still shaking that. Like, um, cause yeah, I'm still shaking it. I lost it again. I ain't gonna lie. And my heart hurt about it. Uh, it was essentially like, yeah, death has just been back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Uh, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah, essentially, yeah, loss. Most days it feel like all I could produce is failure. All I could produce is something bad. And like everything is panning out that way too. I'm losing everything. I'm failing at everything. I don't be knowing how to respond. And sometimes that make me not respond at all. But then other times it make me respond. But in respond, in responding, I'm trying to find out how to respond. And don't really ever pan out. I don't know what the hell I was saying, but my heart hurts so fucking bad, bro. Yeah, I be tired of this bullshit. I was talking about depression. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, okay. Let's just try to wrap this shit up, man. Yeah. So ADHD was a thought, but then I start connecting dots. Um, for example, how I work. Uh, this whole yard, the grass was like as tall as I am when I'm sitting in this chair. That's how high the grass was. They was trying to get the grass cut. They had a dude come here. Bro was like, "Oh yeah, let me um whatever." He had some outrageous price. And to them maybe it wasn't outrageous, but when I heard the price, I was like, "Nigga, what?" I was like, man, I could do that. So I was like, dang, I was like feeling like I could do it, but it's like I felt like I didn't have permission. And I was like, oh dang, I don't want to get in trouble. And I still got that feeling. That feeling come from me being a kid though. Like I don't know. I was just always in trouble, so I'd be like, damn, I don't want to get in trouble though. But sometimes I don't be moving because I'd be like, yeah, that's definitely. I don't know how people gonna respond, and because I don't know how people gonna respond, I don't know how I'm gonna respond to people responding. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just I did it. I got like the lawnmower. I don't know if I mentioned that in this video because the video got deleted. But I was basically saying, yeah, I was saying. All right, so stuff that I don't know how to work or don't know how to use or don't know how to do, I don't touch it. I'm terrified of it. So there was a lawnmower in there, but it was like something that was like off about it. I don't know how to explain it, but because I didn't know how to work that one, I never touched it. So there was a weed whacker. Now I know how to work weed whacker, so I got the weed whacker and I basically cut this whole damn yard with the weed whacker. And I think that was it would have been less than a day. So it was an electric one. So I had to keep recharging the battery. But if I didn't have to keep recharging the battery, I probably would have got this whole shit done in like an hour or two. And that's how I be working. Like when I was just trying to explain like how Amazon it stimulated my mind. It's like that. It's like the go 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 go. Like I'm seeing the whole cake, so I know how much I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna eat away at it until it's gone. So again, I was seeing like I'm seeing what I gotta complete. So I'm just gonna keep going until I complete it. These are things I could do. School is not of that thing. Even like everything else as far as life goes, like these things are not of those things. Like there's no cake to be solved. So I don't know how much I'm doing. So I don't know how much to do. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a fucking question mark. I'm gonna be eating forever. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm not with none of that bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But certain things are like helping me a little bit better. Do stuff like that. So like a puzzle. It was like a 1,000-piece puzzle. And like, that was another thing that I completed, and I was like, damn, like I did something, like I accomplished something. Like, fuck, man, like I did something. Like I don't know how to explain that shit, man. It's like these are little things to the world, but to me, it's like, damn, I did something. Like even the little green piece of grass, like that's been my business, but it's like, dang, I don't know, man. It's like I did that, you know what I'm saying? Like even getting the job at Amazon, I was like, nigga, what? I gotta. I really fuck with Amazon too. I was like, nigga, I got a job at Amazon. That's crazy. They played me dirty though. I ain't gonna lie. The niggas play me dirty. The niggas play me dirty with YouTube, all this stuff. Like they like little shits. I've been wanting to do YouTube since I was like fucking probably 9 or something. So I remember I first got a YouTube channel. I ain't post shit on there. I don't even remember what my first video was. But it was like, dang, I was able to make a YouTube video. And I was like, all right, now I gotta get 100 or something. Even like vlogging, I was like, damn, I remember watching vlogs. I like vlog one time and I edited it. I'm like, damn, like I just vlogged. Like, fuck, like art, it's the same way. It's like, I remember making a video like, yeah, man, I'm gonna turn this into a canvas. And then I had it's like a big ass piece of like something. But eventually I ended up painting it. I remember like how long it was to get to that process. Like, damn, I did that. I was so proud of that. Like, even like all the artwork, it's like I've been trying to say, like I could never like stuff that's in my head I could never really put out as is. So it's always gonna fall short of what's in my head. It's like sometimes I was like, damn, like I really did this. Like I really did that. I don't know, man. That shit is like, it's like big stuff to me. But like I don't know how not to get discouraged. And it's like, dang, I feel like uh the world or people I love, uh, they don't see the same thing. Like you feel me? They don't see that. Damn, like I did this. Like they don't see that. Like they don't appreciate it the same. And I'm not sure why that make me, I guess, appreciate it less. I think it's because I think I could see them see me, and when they see me, uh, they eyes see that I ain't doing shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they eyes see I'm failing too. So like they see the failures like I see the failures, but they don't get the experiences, the little wins like I experience them. I guess we got this probably about to be a little win right here, or a big win, or something win. Uh, so this one I've been like trying to avoid. I've been shying away from it, staying away from it. Yeah, so I got to the point where I could talk about that ADHD shit. I think that one makes sense. Now this other one, even when I was like, yeah, it didn't make sense. It still don't be making sense. I think I didn't recorded this video 100 times in my head already, and each time it'd be like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but, so essentially, all right. So y'all, now you ain't gonna hear me if I do it like that. All right, I got one. I got one. I got one. So look at this, right? And then look at this. Uh-huh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. See, okay, okay, okay. Y'all might have picked that up. Y'all might have picked that up, but y'all didn't pick it up right. So y'all probably thought that was me eating some ass. It's fucking stupid as hell. But that was an ass burger. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't. Hell, see, it would have been cool if it was just an ass burger, but then I ate it, so now it's like, uh, yep. Um, yeah, I went through it, man. I went through it. Went through it, went through it, went through it, went through it. It's been real tough, very difficult. It's still difficult. I don't think it's gonna be not difficult. Um, but autism. I don't know how these things connect, but the ADHD videos, I'll be seeing them, but I'll always be saying like, yeah, this, but not this all the time. Like it's a something else. You know what I'm saying? This, but not this all the time. The other part, still question mark, right? And I still don't know. Like I still don't know if either. But again, I started studying. Now, originally, okay, so my experience with ADHD completely different from my experience from autism, right? So with autism, I was connecting with all the shits. I was passing all the tests, but I just kept saying like, but nigga, I'm regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It's fucked up what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is I'm like, nigga, I'm regular. You hear what I'm talking about? Like I don't look a certain way. I don't sound a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably don't hear what I'm saying. And when y'all do hear what I'm saying, I know it's gonna be offensive. But what I'm saying is like what I know this to be, what I know this to look like, sound like, I am none of that. You know what I'm saying? So even though I kept passing the test and everything, I was like, damn, that's crazy. I was like almost laughing. I'm like, that's uh nigga, I'm passing the test. You just tell like I'm passing all these tests and shit. uh, if I watch this video, I hear like they saying like, how they found out. I'm like, damn, I'm relating to all that shit. But it's like laughable because again, to me, it's like that's not even possible. Like ADHD, I'm like, nigga, that's 100% possible. The PTSD, I'm like, nigga, how could it not be? Now the autism, I'm like, bro, that don't even make sense. Like, but then I looked around, and when I looked around, that's when everything got like real iffy. I've been fucked up, my heart been hurting, but I'm like, it's a real possibility. And the reason why I feel like it, because I look around and I see, well, from whom do I come from? And then I evaluate them. And then in the process of evaluating them, I'm like, well, I can't say that they are or may be autistic, but what I can say is, they doing a lot of relatable shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the connection is connected. I used to be like, even like watching how people operate and be like, I wonder why they are doing this, or I wonder why they keep doing that. The I feel like it's not my place exactly to talk about my dad, right? But I feel like I didn't follow in. I didn't follow in a lot of his footsteps. Even like a lot of the stuff that I be on or I be doing, it's like it's not 100% a replica of my dad. Only because I do it in a different way, but I'm almost 100% doing like the exact same things that he be doing. Now, this is the problem or the issue. He he essentially got habits that I don't have. I refuse to subscribe to. So I won't smoke. I don't drink. So I don't have a thing to put me away. You know what I'm saying? So with autism, they always talking about masking, right? And I'm like, okay, when you turned up, how you turning up, uh, nobody will know you masking. One, two, but that could be your mask. If you hear what I'm saying, y'all probably don't hear what I'm saying. Just slow down. Just slow down. Me, on the other hand, nigga, everything is a mask. Like, and this is, I want to say this too though. Like, so even though I'm here with this autism, right? I'm like, I feel like it's still like a 90% chance that it ain't that, and I just somehow just connect and relate like to the T. Like if I'm, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a 10% chance that I'm autistic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where the fuck I was going. Like that's it. Like I don't know where I was going. I don't know. Oh, okay. So, but even with that being said, the masking, I can't deny that. Like even if I'm not autistic, I still definitely mask. Like that shit is like that's everyday shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess that's the that's where I'm like, all right. So I didn't picked up and developed these things, but from whom? Uh, there's a possibility that such and such is autistic and never figured that shit out, and that's why what's going on is going on, how it's going on. You hear what I'm talking about? And I just learned and developed and like picked up all my things from them. So now I got the same shits. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm following the same same little shits. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like, that could be a reason why I do be masking, you know what I'm saying? Like that could be a thing. I guess it got a little iffy. Because I start to replay my brain. Like since the first memories I have, I start to replay those memories, and they feel how I hear people describe what autism is to them. I only say that because there's no autistic. I don't know how to explain it. Autistic to me don't make sense because it's not. Okay, I got you right here. Boom. So it's not this, like just a bottle. That's it. This is autism. It's not this. It's this. It's a bottle with so many different variations of shits. You know what I'm talking about? So it's this. So I be seeing like so many different people, like they talking and they describing they little shits, and I'm like, like my brain has always been that. I don't know how to break it down, man. My brain has always been that, but one of my first memories that I remember, I was on the couch. I was probably like, I was under the age of 3 for sure. I think I was, and that's another thing. See, I be thinking I was a baby, but since I didn't talk, I probably was not a baby. I probably was 3 or 4 or some shit. But I was just on the couch, and I remember seeing my brother. He ran, and then my sister was chasing after him, and they went out of my sight, so they went to another room. Then you hear a big ass boom, 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 and then you hear a cry, and then my brother, then my sister, she run back. So it's like this. All right, let me do it like this. So we got 2 different shits. My brother is younger than my sister, so first, this is my brother. Feel me? Run past me, they get out of sight, boom, crying. Now my sister, she running, brother chasing her, they get out of sight, some room, boom, 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 crying. Now this nigga running, and she just boom, 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 crying. So I remember that's my first memory that I can remember. I feel like another pivotal memory that I have. I be trying to explain this, but I feel like people don't understand what I'm saying. So essentially, for a long period of time, I didn't know I had a dad. Like I didn't know. I don't think I even understood the idea of what a dad was. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was like a little kid, for sure under 8. I want to say even maybe under 5 or some shit. I don't know how old I was, but I remember that I remember that my uncle basically kidnapped me. I remember my uncle came in the house one day. Um, nah, like I said, I didn't necessarily, I didn't know of a dad. I didn't know what that was. I don't know how, but even my uncle, I didn't know him as an uncle. I just knew him, so I knew like the relationship. So I was like, oh yeah, what's up? Like you feel me? Like all that type of shit. Um, but that time, I don't think it was necessarily that. But I remember he came and picked me and my other little brother up. He didn't pick my oldest brother up, and I don't know why. I think maybe he couldn't carry him, or he didn't have enough time to. But I remember he just picked us up and he took us out the house. And he probably don't even remember this, but I feel like I really appreciate him. So like he opened a door that I didn't even know that I didn't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? So he picked me up and he put me in a car, and then we just drove somewhere. And I remember when we got there, it was like these apartments, and we was just standing outside. But my uncle, he always be having all his partners and his friends. We be kicking it with them sometimes. So I'm thinking this is one of his partners. So he talking to this dude, and the dude, like, he kind of like, I know him now, all right? So he always be like, he either nonchalant or he turned up. So he was like, what's up with it? They dapped up, and then like my uncle, yeah, I don't know what was going on, but my uncle, like, he just sounded emotional. He was like talking, and I remember he got us out the car and everything. I think he was expecting something, but I mean, we didn't get introduced. You feel what I'm talking about? So I don't know what's going on. We just standing there. It's a little bit cold, and then my uncle like, "Hey, so what's up, man?" He like, you don't know who that is, and he like breaking down, but he like trying not to cry, but you could hear he damn near like he fucked up about it. He's like, "That's your dad, man." And I just remember like my dad was there. I think he didn't know how to respond to us or to me, like not knowing who that was or being like confused. Uh, I still don't know how I processed that though. So I remember we went into a house, and then there was some kids there, and then we was playing with the kids. And I be telling them this too. I remember we was talking, and we talked, and we could talk, but they was trying to talk to us, and we was just so confused. Like, what? We thought they spoke another language on good. So they'll just be mumbling some shit, and then we'll just be like, huh? And me and my brother, we talking to each other. We understand each other. So I'm like, yeah, I think he's trying to say something. And so like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So we like, yeah, I don't know what he's saying. And then the kid he'll leave and then he'll come back with something, and he'll still be talking. And it's like, oh, he's saying a fire truck, but he's saying hella words. Like, this nigga didn't say no fire truck. He like, so we like, bro, we don't know what bro talking about. Like, those my little brothers though, but we didn't know. We just thought these were some random kids. And I remember like they kept trying to talk, and it was just like we was just trying to figure it out. We couldn't figure it out. It was like, yeah, man, I don't know what they talking. I don't know what he trying to say, or yeah, we don't get it. I remember, I don't even remember who it was now, but one of them, they spoke a little bit clearer than the other one. So like, we'll just be trying to like focus on whatever he was saying. Like, We would probably pick up one word or two, three words, and then we might be able to figure it out that way. The other one, we like, nah, we don't know what's going on. Like, we don't know what's going on. But I remember we left, and then I don't really remember. Like, I don't remember that. Like, the aftermath of it, I guess the next memory I remember after that, we went back to that house. Now, I don't even know if it was that house, but it seemed like it was that house. But it was like daytime now. So when we went it was nighttime, but it was like we went back to that house and it was daytime, and we seen the kids and stuff again, and like we remembered them. So now it was like more like just doing stuff like, oh yeah, y'all got this. So we like we kicking it, and then another kid came in. It was like 2, 3 big kids. And they was turned up. They was like, oh, somebody here. And we like, who the hell is, like, we don't know what's going on. That'll be my another one of my brothers. It's about like not my oldest, but an older brother. He was that was our introduction. That was my introduction to meeting him as well. Like, that was the first time I met him. After that, it's just been cool. Yeah, but I be seeing I think that's why I appreciate albums, galleries, uh, movies, or like more so series, collages, catalogs, whatever. Cause that's like the time you get to see all the little wins. Like, you get to see all of the little wins in one thing. You know what I'm saying? You get to see all the little, even like a book. Like, you get to see all the little wins come together and become one win. And that's yeah, I hear something, but I can't see nothing. Sound like something walking, but I don't see no foot. Somebody sweeping something. I think somebody's sweeping some leaves. Yeah. Little by little, um, the things that I hide in my heart are able to be released by my mouth, regardless of fear and of doubt. And it's helping me find out what I'm about. It's helping me see my full amount. It's helping me see where the pool don't mount. And the water just falls. So I cry. Bad days. New moons. Old Julys. Eternal eyes look at me and see a broken heart. Internalize. Looks of ease. But don't turn them off. On my turn to be lost, I never was found again. I trembled. I shook. Afraid to be a fountain man these days. Little afraid. But water still flows out my eyes, birthing snot through my nose. New goals. Killing old heroes. Tapping in with the source. A mental course. That I likely won't pass. Likely only because failing seems to be the only thing that lasts. Winds are temporary, like the wind. Temporary. Tempo heavy. And I just gotta hold it up. The old in us make us want to rely on the youth, but the youth of the past, while we currently in our youth, that's the truth that we choose to look past, forwarding the message to blue. The coupe too fast. But not as fast as you left me. Now I'm out here in the open like that Louisiana levee weighing heavy on my heart. Like Mark Henry. If I was the strongest man in the world, I probably wouldn't want to be. I really want to be me, but sometimes I don't even want to be. And I glance in the mirror that look like a wannabe. One of me's. Is the only hope I have these days. The one who sees all. Don't use microwaves. So I know that it's patience. that's supposed to be on display, but instead it's dismay, and I don't want to feel this way. When I don't want to live this day, I fade into the next one. It's cold outside. I'm okay with you using your hands as my neck warmer. That's a self-harmer. And I get discouraged from that kind. Sometimes I feel like this mind just ain't mine and it's taking over. Take 1,000,000 soldiers to fight this war, but of course, you won't know it or care until my corpse is the last thing that you see, the last thing that you greet. As a casket with me sleep forever and watch you weep. I'm in this casket and I sleep forever. Watch you see me now. I was looking for those eyes when I was out here drowned. ING. INIG. I'm dope, but I too crave the instant grams of dopamine. My shoulders clean, so there's really no reason for me to dust them off. But I do it anyways. Family, you hear what I'm talking about? I think that's enough. The fact is, I could keep going. I don't want to seem like I'm showing off. This is not an option. The way this phone works, I don't got much options. Always on offense. Yet I am defending. Word is Yahweh on his way. To save his children. So life ain't really life, and but tippy toes on buildings. Exiting now. Bye, I'm about to stand on business. To my next video. Probably won't matter. You'll forget me though. The only thing they gonna remember is these fucking floaties. In the water with no floaties and I can't swim. What you think is happening then? What you think is occurring? Me swimming against the currents in current time. You know it's true, you just don't want to describe. Man don't got no heart. Men don't get no hugs. Man got no place to cry. Man, you don't get no love. I heard it was a month for me. That month has come and gone. Problem is, I ain't hear much about it. I was just expected to be strong. Now that right there is offensive. Just like the month of May. That month wasn't made for my kind. That's the last words that I gotta say.